The Senate is often labeled the world's greatest deliberative body, a place where generations of titanic statesmen have asked the deep questions about America. Questions like, how do we balance individual liberty with the common good? What role should we play on the world stage? And how should tax depreciation affect a small restaurant owner who's buying a new fry-o-later? Anyone around the Senate would recognize that last query as the work of our detail-oriented, hometown-focused economics whiz, the junior senator from Pennsylvania, Pat Toomey. Pat's entire sterling career, from the private sector to the House, to nonprofit activism, to the Senate, has revolved around the reality that economics is central to daily life. What can seem like dry details or esoteric issues can determine whether whole societies rise or fall, and whether hardworking families struggle or succeed. For 2 terms in the Senate and almost 2 decades total in Congress, Pat's commanding mastery of economic issues have had a massive impact on his state and his country. Our friend takes particular pride, as he should, in his leading role in delivering the generational tax reform of 2017.
Good morning, friends. It is finally time. The Internal Revenue Service has just made a big announcement of what the American people should expect this tax year. Many low-income households will qualify for a new relief payment. These checks may be worth over $1,500. My friends, this is your daily news report and fourth stimulus check update. So please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also know that I'll be giving away 3 $75 Walmart gift cards this Friday. If you would like to enter the giveaways, all you have to do, friends, is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. And also, friends, do make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Remember, the more videos that you watch and comment on, the more likely your chances of winning these giveaways. A new year typically brings with it a raft of tax changes, and 2023 is no different. From reductions in tax credits to a boosted standard deduction, there are several changes that will be affecting tax returns for Americans. The Internal Revenue Service usually starts accepting tax returns in January, with the deadline set in April. In 2022, for example, taxpayers were allowed to start submitting their tax returns on January 24th. If you miss a deadline, you risk being hit with penalties amounting to hundreds of dollars. Standard deductions are a specific total that reduces the amount of income that Americans can be taxed on. For the 2022 tax year, which you'll file a return for in 2023, the standard deduction for most couples rose to $25,900. That is up by $800 from 2021. And for most single filers, the threshold has climbed to $12,950, which is an increase of $400. For the 2023 tax year, it will rise by $1,800 to $27,700 for couples, and by $900 to $13,850 for single filers. Also, friends, income tax brackets were raised for 2022 to account for inflation. Your income bracket refers to how much tax you owe based on your adjusted gross income. Child tax credits return to a $2,000 lump sum for individuals, making up to $200,000 for the 2022 tax year. For couples filing jointly, who make up to $400,000, the amount is $1,400. The money will come at one time when the 2022 taxes are filed in 2023. It is also worth noting that the $2,000 child tax credit is due to expire after 2025. Previously, the child tax credits were worth up to $3,600 per child. The Child and Dependent Care Credit helps you pay for the care of eligible children and other qualifying dependents. It is calculated based on your income and a percentage of expenses that you incur for the care of a qualifying person to enable you to go to work, look for work, or attend school. In 2021, depending on income, families with 2 or more qualifying individuals received a 50% credit for expenses of up to $16,000, meaning that you could get $8,000 in total. For the 2022 tax year, this drops to a maximum of $2,100. The Earned Income Tax Credit was tripled for workers without children to $1,500 for the 2021 tax year only. So it means that those who qualify will now receive just $500 for the 2022 tax year. The Earned Income Tax Credit is said to be the federal government's largest refundable tax credit and has been around since 1975. It is available to both working families and those without children. During the crisis, taxpayers could take a tax deduction of up to $600 for charitable donations. However, that has now ended, meaning those who take a standard deduction are not eligible for an extra deduction. So instead, the 60% limit of your adjusted gross income is back. The U.S. economy has closed out 2022 in much the same condition it was at the end of last year, with inflation running around 7%, an ultra-tight labor market, and vibrant levels of consumer spending. But where it's been over the past 12 months and where it's headed in the year ahead is a result of an unprecedented set of factors precipitated by the impacts of a global crisis and policymakers' collective struggles to navigate new problems. U.S. inflation in January of 2022 came in at 7.5% and climbed steadily until hitting a 40-year high of 9.1% in July. And since then, the rate has ticked down a bit, with the latest report from the U.S. Labor Department pegging November inflation at 7.1%. The U.S. Federal Reserve has pitched a year-long battle against the elevated prices of goods and services, instituting the most aggressive series of rate hikes in decades in an attempt to cool off the red-hot economy. At a press conference following the Fed Board's final meeting of the year in December, Jerome Powell signaled that more rate hikes were likely in 2023, even as Labor Department data continues to show U.S. inflation inching down. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts about the current status of our economy? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Well, my amazing and bestest friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video. Thank you so much, friends, for being part of this community. And I want you all to know, friends, that I sincerely appreciate every single one of you. I will be announcing 3 winners of the Walmart gift card giveaway this coming Friday. Please enter the giveaway. All you have to do, friends, is make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. Friends, the more videos that you watch and leave a comment on, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Thank you, friends, and have a wonderful and blessed week.